And we're in. And welcome back to Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon. In today's episode, we do Midway Garden 100% and unlock another friend. Who is it this time? Well, last episode, you already got it. No, I don't want to go here. You got a hint as to who it was. But first, as always, a cutscene, of course.
Okay, Dragon. You've managed to survive longer than I expected, but you haven't the slightest idea what sort of dangers lie ahead of you. I suggest you grab your cat friend and whatever eggs you found and hightail it back home while you still can. I'm telling you this for your own good, you know.
Sure you are. Alright, as I was saying, as always, in these overworld areas, you can 100% them, so let's get to that. Right, Orbo? So, as there's water, there's always something in the... There's an egg right here. Hello, Dave. I accidentally landed on it. How's that for luck? Don't get me started on luck. Do not get me started on luck. I mean, I know I've shown and proved why luck is irrelevant for me, but... Well, let's just say I was playing a game recently while I was relaxing after all the work I did on Orbo. And, you know, I might have mentioned this already, but if I did, sorry, I'm bringing it up again. Just because it's still fresh in my mind, we'll say. Basically, there was an attack, right? The attack had a 70% chance to land. You know, it's not a guarantee, but if it lands, it's good, right? So I'm like, okay, let's do it. So I use it. Miss. Okay, I rolled 30 out of 70. I will miss the next one. Miss. And miss. And miss. I missed 5 times in a row on a 70% chance to hit. 5 times in a row. Very unlucky, right? Well, then I used an attack that has a 100% chance to land, so I was able to do damage. And then I thought, well, you know what, let's finish up this battle, so I used an attack that was stronger than a basic attack, but had only a 95% chance. Oh, hello, Mingus. So anyways, I was saying, an attack that had a 95% chance to land. Basically, you know, a little bit stronger than a basic attack, but there's a 5% chance to miss. I figured, hey, I missed 70% 5 times in a row. I should have missed the 95%. Yeah, I missed the 95 and rolled the 5. So in the course of 7 attacks, I missed a 70% 5 times and a 95%. The only hit I landed was the one that was 100% guaranteed. And that's why I don't do RNG. Even though I like to play card games. Hello, Trixie. So yeah, let me know if you've had worse luck recently than missing a 75% 5 times in a row, and then a 95 right after that. Because if you have, I feel sorry for you. Right, Orbo? I agree, Orbo, that is bad. So if you've had it worse, I am sorry, my condolences and sympathies. I see even Orbo agrees. RNG, the bane of all well, I would say the bane of all gamers, but there are plenty of gamers out there who are the kind of people where, oh, it's my first time against this boss. Let me use this attack that has a 1% chance to kill. And insta-kill. The kind where it's like, oh, if I get a crit at 5% chance, I win. Proceeds to get 5 crits in a row. Trust me, they're out there, and let's just say they're out there. I'm gonna leave it at that. Oh, hello, Byrd. Sorry, we're gonna finish off the level, then we'll free you. Gotta make sure I have that money, even though I do have 2,500, so I should have plenty of money. It's always better safe than sorry, right? Alright, let's see. Over here we have some more vases to break, some more metal vases, and an odd vase right here. You can tell by its texture that it has a special property. Right. That's a technique to use in even old cartoons or even some modern day cartoons and shows. You can always tell that an object is about to be interacted with based upon its texture compared to everything else. As you see, there's a huge flame gate. Well, you recognize that from Spyro 2, right? You know what it does. But first, let us continue 100%ing the stage. Alright, there's a Sparks mission over there. A gem, yeah, got a special task. Let's see, missed a few gems there. What's up here? An egg! That was hiding. Modesty. Ooh, that's a good name. And they already live up to their name. How appropriate. Okay, yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, I was gonna say that water's too shallow. Check in the waterfall, there is nothing. Take care of the bunny. Or miss, whatever. Now it's time for the flame gate. We know what it is, do not bother me. We know. And she tells you to break the planters to try it out. 1 of 4. 2 of 4. Now where's 3 and 4 of 4? Well, there's 3 of 4. And there's the last one. Can we snipe it? We got it! Hello, Matt. Were you among the vases? Sorry. And that's every egg acquired. Now for the gems. I want to have all the gems. Let's go free Sergeant Byrd. Alright, I'm not seeing any. So far, I think the ones left are the ones on the steps. Right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5. Okay, where am I missing them this time? I'm missing quite a few. Must be an area. Oh no, wait, I remember. It's the rocket. Because there's this chest over here. Where are you? Right here. Yeah, we need something to break it. I wonder how we could do it. Now, my thought is always a rocket, a firework, whatever you want to call it. But then I remember, we got a fire gate, right? Fire gate can break pretty much anything, so 2 plus 2 equals 4, right? Yeah. So we just simply snipe it. And that should be the gems. Or I'm still missing literally 1, like always. Okay, where is this red gem hiding? I'm always missing a red. It's always a red. Actually, usually it's red or green. Because they're the ones that tend to blend into the environment the most. I guess we start at the beginning and try to find this last gem. Hang on, Sergeant Byrd. We'll save you in a second. I'm looking for this last gem. Of course, this is kind of like a millionaire waiting to pay your bail because they're trying to find a penny. But hey, I got 100% the game. If I don't grab this red gem now, I'm not going to remember to grab it. And then I'll be sitting there wondering, wait, why am I not at 100%? And then I could blink, wait, I see it. Right there, I saw in the water. There we go. Now we can free Sergeant Byrd. Sorry about that. Alright, what do you have to say, Moneybags?
Ah, my good friend Spyro. The sorceress caught this naughty bird letting off rockets in her fireworks factory. But I'm willing to release him into your custody, provided you pay his outstanding fines.
700 gems, we'll take it.
Sucker! That is, it's a far, far better thing you do today, Spyro, than you have ever done. And, well, so forth, etc. You get the idea.
Yeah, nice try covering.
Sergeant Byrd, 90068. Awaiting orders, sir.
I think you'll have to find your commanding officer for that. Hey, what are those things?
These are the latest military hardware. DBX-9 rocket launchers, state-of-the-art.
So why didn't you use them to escape?
Because I have limited ammo, and I wanted to conserve it. For this. Say, where'd you come from? I thought dragons had all been dead for 1,000 years or something.
Well, the rumors of our extinction were slightly exaggerated. We just wanted a little peace and quiet.
Well, if it's peace and quiet you want, you should stay clear of my homeworld for a bit. I reckon I'll be blowing up Rhinox for weeks. Cheerio!
And then like Carlos like, couldn't you get yourself out of the cage? And he's like, yeah, but I wanted to blow up money bags. Still wonder if that's true or not. Anyways, time for our first stage, Sergeant Byrd. First stage of Midday Garden. Hey, 1985.
I have to train the hummingbirds. They must be in peak physical condition if we're going to take on the sorceress.
Yep, it's another buddy level. And he controls a little weird, not gonna lie, but it takes just a little bit of getting used to. So yeah, penguins can't fly, but apparently Sergeant Byrd can. Comes with infinite rockets and a few other bonuses. But we'll get to that all in due time. First, let's get our mission.
Sir, the situation is this. Yesterday, at 1845 hours, the Rhinox invaded. We defended as best we could, sir. But without your leadership, we couldn't put up an effective resistance. By 1900 hours, the rest of the squad was captured, and the Rhinox had complete control of the base.
Yep, now it's all about saving the hummingbirds. Now this is a stage I always miss a gem or two in. So, in the original Spyro 3, you unlock the ability to find gems, and I always end up using it here. So because we have it a little bit early, I'll probably do just that. We'll see. And then, yeah, he has an aiming mode in case needed.
Thank you, sir.
Free the other hummingbirds. Alright, mission begins. Out of the way. Rockets beat your plant any day of the week. And through the wooden door. Don't forget, these rockets are homing, which is really nice. Just because trying to line up a shot would be way too difficult. Believe me, I know. I might be saying, isn't that a case? Yeah, well, apparently it can resist our basic missiles, but our rockets. No missiles, they lock on. But don't worry, we still have an option. We do still have an option. Alright, take care of the ladybug, please. Thank you for feeding sparks. Careful. And here we are in the crystal room.
Sir, I've captured the enemy rations. They won't march far on empty stomachs.
Hello, Siegfried. Welcome back. And you already have a helmet. How appropriate.
Sir, the Rhinox had blocked the way out of this next cave with a security door, and I don't think you'll be able to blast your way through this one. I recommend you land on the weights and carry them to the pressure-sensitive security switches on either side of the door. When in position, press the charge button to drop the weight. Press the action button once to look down, and press it again to look up, sir.
Yeah, basically letting you know the kind of puzzles you have to do, but first, you gotta take care of all the enemies, right? Don't take care of the butterfly because we might need it. Luckily I play a lot of mech games, so I'm used to this weird aerial maneuverability. Plus I just have a lot of practice playing Sergeant Byrd. Alright, that should be in... Oh, there we go. Forgot we have to rescue hummingbirds. Alright, where's that? Oh wait, there's an enemy. Kaboom. There was an enemy. So, yeah, you might notice these little gophers. Yeah, you can crush them. Although I think you can also drop bombs on them later, so... Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Come here. Let's see, line it up. Good. And I guess while we're here, we'll crush this little gopher. Just because it's on the way. And drop. Oh, come on, I have that. There we go. You know what? I'm going to be safe and take care of this gopher back here. Got it. Again, I don't know if this is for skill point or not. I'm just going to be better safe than sorry, right? Thank you, Orbo. Alright, let's take care of this last one and bombs away. And apparently it carries momentum. There we go. Next area. Oh, look at all the flying Rhinox. And now they have projectiles. How appropriate. Luckily, my lock-on missiles are still superior. And there's another gopher. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you use bombs to take care of them, but I wanted to be better safe than sorry. In fact, in games you collect 100%, always better safe than sorry. Also, let me make sure I'm not missing a hummingbird. Nope, but I was missing a gem. Any more? No, looks like we're good. Okay, that was not a red gem, that was a ladybug. There we go. This, or bombs. So first, we'll test it out. Where are you? Right here. Yep, those work as well. But if you remember, there's a chest we couldn't open because we didn't have enough firepower. Do you think this is enough firepower? And you'd be right, Orbo. It is. Bombs away! And there's a secret down here I forgot about. So clearly they wanted you to do this. And I'm just going to drop all these real quick so we can get our camera back to normal. Missile away. Nothing back here. Good. Careful. Careful. Ooh, I cannot imagine how hot it is. And there's a hummingbird.
Ready to be
At least 2 left for the mission objective. And yeah, this is your little hint that there's something back here. But, like I said, I've played this game many, many times. And I've 100%ed it many, many times. And that was back on the PS1 version when you couldn't look up things. And yes, not Orbo. Sorry, Orbo. Sparks does let you find gems in this game, which makes it easier, but I always try, and I still do, to not use them unless I have to. That being said, there are still a couple levels where you're gonna have to. Let's just be real.
mission accomplished. It's great to have you back, sir.
We did. Hello, Raylene. Or Ryan Lee. I'm not good at names. I apologize. Alright. And now we have, I believe, hummingbirds is still free. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And gems to collect, obviously. And eggs. So we're not done yet. As much as the game wants me to be done, we aren't. Grab the gems, please, Sparks, and stop grabbing a snack. Alright, there's a purple here, and there's a hummingbird here. 1 hummingbird left. There's some bombs, so you know what we're gonna do. That's right, it's time to bomb a gopher. Luckily that has a nice big range, and we'll take care of you while we're at it. All the beautiful gems. Again, I'm pretty sure the gophers are just for skill point, but better safe than sorry. Direct hit. Look, I don't have to look. And I'm just going to drop that one there. Hope it hits something. Bomb all the treasure chests. Okay, they made that achievement for some reason. Although for getting 100%, well, whatever. I don't get achievements. I really don't. See, Sparks still doesn't grab all the gems. I upgraded your range and you still don't. Lazy dragonfly. Alright, let's bomb an enemy and a gopher, all in the same shot. So, gopher and an enemy. Nice. Out of the way. We must be getting close to the end of the stage by now. Right? I don't know, we'll see. I'm pretty sure we are. We still have 1 hummingbird to save, and I'm pretty sure we're missing a few gems. So where is that last hummingbird? Probably somewhere in the beginning, because I usually miss it. Okay, up, up, up. And bombs away. Take care of this. Sorry, I'm starting to run out low on energy. Orbo, I don't suppose you could take over for commentary? Of course not. Alright, it's probably, I was gonna say, probably somewhere over here in the lava area. Careful. Oof. That's really bad. What am I doing? I'm dropping the last bomb, that's what I'm doing. Regain control. And there we go. Last hummingbird saved.
Before I was captured, I recovered this egg from the enemy, sir.
Good work. Hello, Roy. So you're also modest. Must be twins. Okay, that's every egg saved. I'm just gonna damage boost because I really don't care. And we have a few more gems to collect. And the question is, where are they? We are missing quite a bit, so it must be an area I'm missing. But where? Ah, there. Ask and you will find. First, let's grab this gem down here that we dropped. Good. You know, I realized Spyro never said, hey, why don't you take Sparks with you to help? I guess that must have been a conversation they had in private or something, saying, well, if you're collecting dragon eggs, might as well take Sparks, right? I can assume that's what the conversation was. Alright, now we should be still missing almost 25, huh? Okay, now I'm starting to get a little concerned. Where are they? Well, there's an enemy there. For 2. There's a gopher I missed. Take care of you, just out of frustration. Yeah, it was just for a skill point. Where oh where are these last bit of gems? See why I always end up having to use Sparks here? No, I'm not gonna waste time. Show me the direction, Sparks. Over here? Up here, what? Oh, there's a red, or a yellow right there. Alright, up and over. Again, I'm doing this just to save time, and I usually need to anyways. Oh, previous area. Alright, head back. I know, Orbo, I'm hurrying. Like I said, this stage, it takes me a while. Always does. No matter how many times I've beaten it. Where's the door? There it is. Get out of the way, Ladybug. So it's up here somewhere? Ah, another balloon. Remember, gamers don't look up, apparently. And there we go. So I missed a balloon and a yellow that was blending into the grass. Honestly, not as bad as I normally do. Believe me, sometimes I miss a whole area. And we're done. So with that, we can now go back to World 1, next episode, and go back to the Tiki area to 100% that stage. Because if you remember, I said I wasn't going to 100% it until I actually could. And we needed Sergeant Byrd to do that. So that's the next episode. Can't wait. Got any last words, Orbo? Alright, Orbo. Until next time. I love this game. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed gaming. This has been the Mechanist, logging off. Until next time.